because it's full. It never got emptied out. And away we go. This is David Eon and Lady Pop Hunter LPH. No relation to Funko Pops necessarily. Here on Open by Chance, which is
on my channel, Lady Pop Hunter, for the first time. So if you are at Lady Pop Hunter on YouTube, thank you for joining us. And I know we went on like a little bit early, so no one is here right now.
Yeah, no one's
so
here.
We're talking to
ourselves,
the open air.
Yeah, we're talking to the open air. Well, somebody will see it on the restream.
Yeah,
because it'll still be on YouTube. Of course, Open by Chance is my main channel.
Yes.
And then there is Lady Pop Hunter, and she does a lot of commercial stuff there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I get in trouble.
Yeah, because I'm not monetized.
I get in trouble.
But you know, we try to both on our channels. We try to put out content that hope people enjoy. And I see we got 3 people coming in. That people will enjoy. So
go on.
So you know, we just want to make sure that it's done.
Oh, he did? Yeah. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to see something there real quick. But that's all right. I'm just interfering with stuff. Oh, there's K Unit.
Hey, K Unit, out of sight. And Black Knight. Hey,
Black Knight is here. That's right. We haven't been able to do this for a while.
Yeah, but again, if you're watching on my channel, which is Lady Pop Hunter, thank you for joining us. This is my first time doing a live on that channel, so it's also running on that channel simultaneously. So with Open by Chance. So
and Uncle
so I'm starting to pick up a little more subscribers. So I want to make sure that I put some content out for everyone. So thank you. And we got Mr. Okay, hold on. Let me move this banner out of the way.
Okay.
And then we can say hey to some people. So again, we got K Munin. Hello. We got Out of Sight. Hey, Out of Sight. We got Black Knight up in cold Chicagoland area. And we got Mr. Broda.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. We got KO Knockout.
Yeah.
And hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Yeah. I hope y'all Thanksgiving was good.
No, we were together, so it was fine.
Yeah.
As long as we're together, everything's great.
And then we got Chance here from Nostalgic Pod Blast.
That's correct.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Black Friday.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know. You know, they had a lot of trouble. Visa crashed.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of people couldn't process their credit and debit cards.
Ooh.
Any Black Friday pickups?
No, we didn't even do any shopping. We didn't go out. We did go to.
I have this.
That darn cat.
This cat is 20 pounds.
Yeah, 20 pounds of annoying.
Oh, he's a good boy. He is a good boy.
We went to Goodwill today. We didn't really do much and nothing. We wanted to stay in the house, but we needed to go to the post office.
Yeah.
So we went to Goodwill while we were out, and David found something.
Yeah, and it does work.
That's what he picked.
Sound design, and it does work. Yeah. And it still has the plug too for if you don't want to put 700 batteries in it. I think it takes
D batteries or C batteries.
These are D's. This takes a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 D batteries, and that'll get you about 28 minutes of playtime, because you know how that
one side of a tape,
and then it'll start playing slower and slower and sound like that, and then it'll magnetize, and then you go to pull the tape out, and it just shreds all over the place. You know how that works. But yeah, I found that at the Goodwill, and it wasn't like stupid expensive, because you know how Goodwill prices the crap out of everything. And the antenna is still there.
Yes.
It's not broken.
No, but it's falling over like antennas from the 80s do.
Yeah, because that screw gets loose. Yeah. You can fix that.
Yeah.
You
just put a piece of hanger in there, a wire hanger.
That part's always broken. So that's in pretty decent shape. I was thrilled to find this.
That wire hanger worked better than that anyway.
Oh, does it?
Did you get it? Well, that's the Black Friday deal that we got.
Yeah.
Because we didn't go to any stores. We never go shopping on Black Friday.
I don't care about that.
Records.
Yeah, we did get some records. LPH picked this up because
the visual is very watery. Is it just me? It's probably us. I don't know why.
Well, let us know. Anybody else?
Yeah, if it's all watery looking.
How about this one? Who's this? That is Bob McGrath from the original Sesame Street. That's right. And then, of course, you can't pass up Gordon Lightfoot.
At Goodwill.
Yeah. Who's been creeping around my back stair?
That's not on there.
What the hell? This says the very best of.
Yeah, well, not that song. And that's that's his best song.
Yeah, and what about the one about the wreck of, I can't remember the name of the ship. The one that sounds like a folk song.
Yeah, I know which one.
It ain't on here?
I don't know the name of that song, but Creeping Around My Back Stairs ain't on there.
I feel cheated.
I know that.
Creeping Around My Back Stairs is the song.
Not just you. The visuals are very low. Oh, no. Yeah, we've been having problems with our internet, and that's one reason why we've been slowing up on the live streams, because our internet quality is poor. Plus, it's been a lot of stuff going on.
We could shift forward. And I could turn the other light on.
Shift.
Let me try to shift it forward.
Hey, Hank, how are you?
See if it picks up.
Hey, y'all, long time. I'm glad to finally catch y'all doing the live stream. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a lot going on in recent weeks. That's really just, been a mess.
Yeah.
So,
and that's probably dark now, and I'll turn.
No, it's not too dark.
Well,
I mean, you might want to turn the light on. But
yeah, that's what I mean. Is I might want to turn the light on. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Had some free time.
I was looking at that little cloth because there is a little.
Yeah, that thing get dirty. Yeah, that look a little better. Well, watch it now, because that plug is heavy and it makes it knock down.
Yeah, I see that.
That's why I had it up here on the thing so you can hold it. Our little bird, but no big deal. Yeah, David wiped off the camera. Oh, okay. Hank went to Black Friday.
Shame on you, Hank.
Okay. I think that's good. Yeah, I think just wiping off that lens probably did the trick. Your sound is cutting in and out. Oh God.
Come on, give me a break.
Very blurry. Oh boy. Well, that's just how it goes. We're gonna try, and if it get too annoying, we'll shut it down for the night. That's all we can do. Okay, now we got some more light. Hey, Just Jeff. Evening. Saying hello from Arizona instead of Oklahoma. Hope life's good and all the deals are gotten.
To see if that is that more clear. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Trying to sort it out.
Check it on your phone or computer.
I
hope y'all are doing well, since y'all have had a lot going on.
Yes.
Yeah, life throws situations at you, and you just got to deal with it accordingly. And that's how it's been the last couple of weeks, and it's still going on. We just try to deal with it and continue on. That's all you could do. Hey, that's what it is. So, what do people think about the Marvels and Wish doing as poorly at the box office as they did?
Everybody expected that anyway.
Well, yeah, with the Marvels, everybody kind of expected it to do bad. And we didn't see it, but we saw some reviews on it. And whoa, the reviews, they had like a musical section where they went to a planet, the sea planet. And everybody sings. So that whole section, when they were interacting with those people, were done in song. I thought that was kind of weird. And they just gave you like the premise of the movie and all of that, and it just seemed kind of lackluster just from the reviews that I saw. I never had a desire to see it anyway. I didn't see the original Ms. Marvel movie. So, it just, I didn't find it like, oh man, this is something I want to see. I'm only excited about 2 upcoming movies, and that's the Batman movie and the Joker Part 2. I am excited to see those 2 movies, and I hope it goes over well. Um, Chad said that the Marvel was good. I thought not woke. Well, and everybody has their opinion of it. Everything I saw, was bad. I think I didn't see one thing that said it was good, but I've learned a long time ago you can't take anybody's word for it. You got to see it or hear it for yourself because you know some movies people think are awful, you might think it's good. Some movies you might think it's really good, people think it's awful. So you got to just watch it for yourself. But it's nothing that I ever cared to see, so I ain't gonna watch it. Does that radio transform? No, that's not a transformer radio. It's just a real radio. It doesn't transform into anything.
Trying to catch this up a little bit to see if it's improved because it does.
Oh yeah. You watching it on?
Yeah, it looked grainy, but it's not. It's not jumping in live. It's kind of like
it looked kind of choppy.
Yeah,
it's all like we doing robot.
Catch it up to where we are here.
Nobody likes Amber Heard. She is very mean. And was she in a movie?
That's
better. Is Amber Heard in a movie?
Amber Heard is Miss Marvel.
No, she ain't. That's Brie Larson.
Is it? Same difference.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this.
Yeah, well,
that's frustrating.
That's why nobody went to see the movie. Brie Larson played Miss Marvel. Amber Heard wasn't in Miss Marvel. That was Brie Larson and 2 other people that I never heard of before. See, I thought that was a very original about the planet where singing is the primary language on the planet. Again, everybody got their thing. I don't know. It's just not a movie I ever cared.
You know what makes it to me? That feels very Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh,
because they used to do crap like that on that show. It seems from what I've heard from it, it sounds like somebody made a hodgepodge of when they were trying to find their oats on Star Trek: The Next Generation before they discovered the Borg, which is in of itself not an original idea. The Borg is just the Cybermen from Star Trek. From Doctor Who. But it had a very kind of a Next Generation feel, the concepts that they talked about from that film.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't woke. I haven't heard anything about it being woke or anything. Just lackluster performance and poor writing.
Yeah.
And bad CGI. It's basically all the things that I've heard about it. Nothing about it being woke or any agendas being pushed. Nothing like that. Just poor CGI, poor writing, and poor oh, you're moving it again. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
David's moving moving us again. So give us 1 second. We're trying to get a better thing.
A better signal because it's like
we've been fighting this battle with the internet for a while, and we haven't won. The poor internet service has been winning. So I sat through the Marvel. It wasn't horrible, wasn't good, but the end scene post credit was neat. Okay, and that was just Jeff. Have you guys seen Madame Web trailer? Oh, Madam Web trailer. Yeah. No, we haven't.
I see they made Madam. I heard they made Madam Web like about 60 years younger than she is in the comics.
Oh yeah. yeah. Just Jeff. We were saying that Amber Heard wasn't in there. That was Brie Larson. I think he just misspoke and wrote the wrong thing down.
Yeah, Nostalgic says they edited out the woke scenes, which is why it's an hour and 45 minutes now.
Yeah, the writer-actor strike prevented reshoots.
Oh well.
Yeah. So.
Amber Heard's Aquaman.
Yeah, it was in Aquaman. Since we talked music on here, to the new Blink 182 album is a banger, and yes, I meant Brie Larson. My bad. Yeah. Do I know anything by Blink 182?
I don't know if I know anything by Blink 182.
I mean, they've been around a while, And
Yeah.
I've seen them. I think I might know some songs by them, but not. I don't know that they sing it. So I didn't know they had a new album out either. Because I don't really listen to anything modern.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, I know the Beatles' new record is out. I know.
If you want to call it, I think it's kind of. I don't know if they could quite call themselves the Beatles with half the band missing, but they they bands do that.
Yeah.
ZZ Top is out there, and there's only one original member left, right?
Yeah, because the two guys
Yeah.
died
So
recently.
it's like it's still ZZ Top somehow.
It's
I
like
don't
more
know.
of a tribute band.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but I don't know, cause I know a lot of the older singers, like we just said, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Aerosmith. All of them are still around. They're still touring. They're still making new albums and all of that. And it's like, do you still get that magic of when they were at the top of their game?
No, because they can't do it. Well, you heard recently with because Led Zeppelin's out there again, and
Oh
we
God.
heard their attempt at Stairway to Heaven,
Oh, I
which
had to
isn't.
turn it off.
It's not, which is not even one of their more complicated songs. It's a really good song, but it's not necessarily a complicated one. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it.
I had to turn it
Yeah.
off. I heard about it, and I was like, "Oh, let me see how bad it is." And
Bad.
the music sound, the instrument part, because it has that intro, that kind of build up,
Yeah.
and that sound like when you're at the flea market and that guy is there playing the guitar, or when you at the county fair and then it's a band,
the tribute band, Copper Zeppelin.
but not like a really good tribute band, just a tribute
Yeah.
band. It's that's how they sound. And then Robert Plant started singing, and I felt so bad for him. I was like, oh my God, this doesn't sound
At
right.
least
And I think Stairway to Heaven is their best song and his best vocal.
At least they're actually trying to do it themselves. Unlike Kiss, for example, that it's completely not only is it lip sync, they're not even playing the instruments.
Oh no, we lost audio. Have we still lost audio?
I don't know. He said that.
Oh.
But I don't know. I hope not.
I hope not.
You know what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to get go back to trying to find a really long cable and just run it, and I'll put it through into the office.
God, this woke thing. If being empathetic and sympathetic to the needs of others is woke, then I guess I'm wide awake and not sleeping.
Yeah, Nostalgic says he has every Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel comic, 67 to 93.
In his collection. Good. Hey, Daniel.
Oh, another one? Ghostbusters?
Oh, another one is coming
up?
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah,
so close to 10,000. Let's go.
Yeah. Trying. We're hanging in there. Hopefully we don't look too bad. We're having connectivity problems.
Yeah.
Apparently.
The internet is winning, beating our butts.
Yeah. I see.
Audio is working. Yay. It just cut out for a minute, I guess. Might need to stop dual broadcast. This is the first time that we're doing a dual this is the first time that we're doing it. And it's the location, because we've done it in other areas before and it was fine. It's this location that we're at. We try to do the live streams for this channel down here because it's the little
come on, Uncle.
The room that we keep all our stuff in, and it just looks better. So we try to do that, but it might be that we have to move to another location where we can get better reception and better visual. Yeah, or you just won't get to see anything in the room.
Or I can, like I said, try to run that cable so that it's directly plugged in instead of relying on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because you get 10G Wi-Fi, but it still works like
it don't work. It works worse than it did before they started all that crap.
Yeah. But that's how it goes. But it's been Hey, Stone Sour. How are
Sour
you?
made it.
Good to see you. So where are y'all with Dallas?
Oh no.
So with Dallas, Swellen and JR just got married. Well, the last episode we watched yesterday, it was the Ewing family barbecue right after Swellen and JR got married.
Yeah.
So all of the cartel came to the barbecue to confront JR.
It didn't go well.
And you know, Bobby stood up for the family's sake. Bobby and Ray stood up and like defended JR for the family's sake. Not that they were in agreement. And they made it clear we're not in agreement with what JR is doing, but we're not gonna allow this at the family reunion. And then Miss Ellie is like, I'm gonna get Jock's will canceled and sell Ewing oil. And then it went off. And on Space 1999, I don't know, but I'm starting to get a little annoyed with Space 1999 and that Helen.
Oh yeah,
I don't like Helen.
I think the last one we saw was the one where who was it? What is her name?
No,
Maya.
Yeah.
Maya came across someone of her own species.
No, that wasn't the last one. They were on that island where the air was poison.
Oh no, it was 2 planets.
Yeah.
One planet was a prison.
Yeah, it was a prison
right.
planet.
And the other planet, everybody was dead and they didn't know. The warden was lying to everyone.
Yeah. So that's where we are. What season is it? I don't know. I think it's like 5 or 6. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what season it is. Oh, we want to say thank you to Stone Sour for giving us money for the cat fund so we can buy cat food because we are taking care of 10 cats right now. And food gets expensive. Yeah. Sounds like season 6. Yeah, upstairs. It's like either 6 or 7.
And this is 9 of them right here. Because this is, here you go, Stone Sour.
That's who you're feeding.
20 pounds of cat. I'm not exaggerating.
And all he want to do is eat.
That his last weigh-in was, what was it, 19 pounds and 14 ounces or something crazy?
And that was a few months ago.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, big fat self. As scary as can be. Man, that cat jumps at everything. You would think big as he is, he would be big and bold. Scary as can be. Always jumping and running. The slightest bump, he takes off running and always sneaking up on stuff and slapping it. I mean, it's like, cat, you're so big. Why are you acting this way? But that's what he does. But anyway, yeah, we're on, I think, season 6 or 7 of Dallas. So that's where we are. And we haven't really started any new shows. We're still on Falcon Crest. We're still on Dallas. We're on Knight Rider. We're still on the Dukes of Hazzard. Still watching Gunsmoke. I think we're going to be watching Gunsmoke
a long time
for a couple of years. And we're watching this show called Thomas and Sarah. It's a spin-off of Upstairs Downstairs.
Yeah, Upstairs Downstairs was better, but Thomas and Sarah is Thomas and Sarah is still pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And thanks again, Stone Sour. Threw another couple of bucks in there to help him out because yeah, he does want seconds. He doesn't eat as much as you would think, actually.
Yeah.
Looking at him. But if you watch them eat, he doesn't eat as much as it seems. But yeah, it gets expensive. Between for the 10 of them, we go through about 2 pounds of dry food a day.
Yeah, because all they do is eat. They don't do nothing else.
Oh, Nostalgic says that's Devil's Planet.
One
of the women prison guards was Pierce Brosnan's wife, Cassandra, who died of cancer.
Oh.
Okay.
For your eyes only.
For eyes only.
Okay. As the Countess run over the beach. Okay, that's the Doom on
For Your Eyes Only. Yeah, with Roger Moore.
Okay, we only got 2 episodes left of Space 1999. Good, no more Helen.
And then we can move on because it's well written and everything.
It is a good show.
Helen gets she does get annoying, especially how she's so quick to bury John. Every
Yeah,
time
Koenig.
something's going wrong, the syringe comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lost his mind. Here,
Yeah.
John, hold him down.
Yeah.
And then you want to stick something in his neck and put him to sleep. And he's trying to tell them something that actually makes sense if you listen. And then other times she's got like Maya is sick, and then she's like, listen, I might not be able to control myself. I might transform and be dangerous. You need to strap me down. Oh no, Helen, it's okay. I'll watch you. And then the hangar is blowing up because she turned into a monster and it's tearing shit apart. It's like the woman is crazy.
What are your opinions on Hasbro increasing their Star Wars figure prices above a basic SH figure arts price? Do you think Hasbro will have the audacity? Of course they will.
Yeah, they will. They'll raise the price again because you'll pay it.
That's right.
That's the thing. Maybe not you specifically.
Yeah, but people in general.
The diehards will keep paying it. The completists that they rely on for that money, that they rely on for consistency, will continue to buy that stuff. They will continue to buy the Legends figures. They will continue to buy the classifieds figures.
Yeah.
The Star Wars figures if they raise the prices.
But I mean, and I've said it before, they keep raising the prices on these figures, but the figure quality is not getting better. You're not getting soft goods. You're not getting extra parts, extra accessories, extra heads, more hand change outs. You're not getting anything better.
No.
You're getting the same quality or less quality for more money. And it's like, you raising the price. I can understand if you raise this price and you give me more or at least better, but you can't justify, the prices are going up because we got inflation and all of that. But yeah, you still not doing a good job with justifying why this thing costs so much.
Yeah, and they're all raising the prices. Like we've already seen another increase with Super 7 on the reaction figures because they're up to 20. They're up to $20 a piece now.
Yeah, and when they started a couple of years ago, they were only $14.
And I'll make an interesting comparison for you with that. Now, you know they have Universal Monsters for Super 7's reaction figures, right? $20 a pop. Back in I want to say 90, was it 92? I forget. In the mid 90s, Burger King made Universal Monsters action figures.
Okay.
They are 5 points articulation figures, 3 3/4 inch, and they came inside of something. So, like for example, the Dracula was in a little coffin, and you open him up, his shoulders, hips, and his head move just like a articulated figure.
Yeah.
You can still buy those for less in mint condition, unopened, for less than it costs to buy the Universal Monster Super 7 figures. And the Burger King figures have better sculpts.
Oh wow.
They're carved out better. So, but everybody is caught up in the razzle dazzle of the new stuff as it gets thrown out at you, and you're like, oh, I want to get that, and it doesn't occur to them it may have already been done, and hell, might have been done better if you really think about it. And that's unfortunate. Well, a lot of people just are not aware that anything else even exists.
Yeah, and that is true, because I remember when you did those action figures by decade that are still affordable. Some of those I didn't even know were around. I'm like, wow, okay. Because if you don't think about it, some toy lines either you don't think of, you totally forgot about, or you just don't really know how to look it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes if you go on eBay right now and you type in G.I. Joe, you're going to get all of the brand new stuff, some of the stuff from the 80s, some stuff from the 90s. It's going, even if you put in vintage, because you go in and you put in vintage Masters of the Universe, you get Super 7.
Get all modern stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to look it up, and then that stuff can get annoying, and you can just like throw your hands up. So I mean, I can see and understand how some people can just miss. If you don't know what you're looking for,
Yeah.
or again, you might not even remember or know that thing even exists because some people saw stuff you have like, wow, I didn't even know this existed. They don't even think to look for it. So
Nostalgia says the last 2 episodes of 99 are pretty good.
yeah, yeah. In my area, nothing Hasbro is selling. Even exclusive Commander Apple and AF Spider-Man are rotting on the
Yeah.
shelf. We haven't even been to the store to see nothing in a while. Even when we go to Walmart, we don't really look anymore because
No.
it's like,
It's
what's
like I
the
don't even
point?
care.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
we ain't gonna buy nothing. Years later, Star Trek: The Next Generation ripped off the final episode of Space 1999.
Star Trek Next Generation ripped off a lot of stuff. Star Trek The Next Generation even ripped off the original Star Trek. I
Uh-huh.
think the whole first season was them rewriting original Star Trek episodes and redoing them like, oh, look, we're doing it, but better. And the whole charm of Next Generation
Mhm.
was that there was no actual there were no actual leads.
Mm.
Like in the original Star Trek, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy
Mhm.
were the three main characters,
Right.
and everyone else was supporting. And sometimes you saw them, and sometimes you didn't. On the Next Generation, everybody was in the spotlight. Next episode it's Geordi. Next episode it's Deanna. Next episode,
Yeah.
So, and that was during the onset of the role-playing generation.
Mm.
That was when it was RPGs were first starting to come out. People were deep into Dungeons and Dragons and all this other stuff,
Mhm.
and it appealed to a lot of people because of that. Because then you could pretend to be anybody on the show.
Mm.
But the whole first season it was rewrites, and even diehard Generation fans will tell you that the show didn't really start getting really even interesting until the Borg, and that was like the last episode of season 3, I think, as a cliffhanger. And like I said, it's not even an original concept, the Borg, but it worked for the show, and they went off in a little bit of a different direction from there.
Chance says in the last episode there's a spaceship that looks like the Millennium Falcon before Star Wars even came out.
Everybody ripped off Jerry Anderson. I don't even think he got credit for his work on Moonraker.
Oh, Bandai America. Jada Metals hasn't really raised their prices on anything either. I mean, they don't put out a lot. They still do a lot of the cars and stuff like that. They've been dabbling with the Hey Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
They've been doing some stuff with some of the action figures lately, like the serial characters.
Yeah.
But they haven't really raised their prices a lot. I wish they would do more because I think they're really good company. I think they're a lot better than a lot of the others that are out there.
And then, like I always bring up whenever 3-0 throws something out,
yeah,
they're proof that you don't have to, because they're still using prices from a decade ago for their 6-scale figures.
And their 6-scale figures aren't bad, and it's actually getting better because I have a couple of their 6-scale figures, and they're actually good quality.
Yeah.
So Jurassic Park toys and Transformers are the only thing really selling, and McFarlane toys are always blown out where I live. Now McFarlane does have 2 toys that you showed recently that I'm interested in. The Creeper and Ragman.
Yeah, and those aren't even officially announced yet. But I know that they're coming.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, you're fine. It's I'm just wondering if we still look fuzzy.
Oh,
because I worry about we go through a lot of trouble to try to do good content, and it's annoying when that happens.
Yeah, you're right, K-Unit. It is hard. Now, one thing I have found out about Jada Metals, they're kind of like Super 7 on the aftermarket. They don't have a good aftermarket as far as the prices going up. The prices usually either stay the same or they go down, because I bought a bunch of cars aftermarket and it was less than retail.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, if you go on eBay and Mercari and you look for it, you usually find it, and the prices are pretty good. They're either at market or a little less. So that's the one thing that's good about Jada. I don't know if it's good, but if you're a person that buys on the aftermarket, it's good because you don't get the super inflated prices.
Yeah.
So
And we had talked about that just recently too, because it seems like everybody's a lot better off aftermarket.
mhm.
Hank likes Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah, I'm not a
That's fine.
yeah.
I think that Deep Space Nine was better written.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not a Star
Plus the
Trek
whole,
nothing.
unlike with Next Generation, where they had very few episodes that really tied together.
Mhm.
The Deep Space Nine was all like one ongoing story. They did the same thing with Voyager too.
Have a very aesthetic. They look like they are wearing. I don't think I've seen a Demon Slayer figures.
I'm not sure.
I don't think I've seen them.
McFarlane.
Yeah.
McFarlane's got. I don't know. And then McFarlane has managed to stay cheaper, although his prices are creeping up a little bit. There's still a lot of quality issues with McFarlane that people have issue with.
Mhm.
You know, bad paint application or chipping paint or broken joints and things like that. You know.
Yeah, we had got something recently and the hand was broken.
Yeah, Edwin sent us something.
Yeah, and he had it replaced, but the hand on the figure was broken.
Yeah.
In the package.
Yeah, it had never been opened.
No.
And that apparently that's a common problem.
Yeah.
It turns out with that particular. It's the Wicked Witch, the little statuettes that he makes, or gold label or whatever the hell he calls it. And apparently the hand fell off on a bunch of them. And you know, in today's day and age, you wouldn't think that would happen. You know what I mean?
And
yeah.
Well, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier with prices rising and quality getting worse. Because you would think if you're paying more, you're going to get better quality. I wouldn't get a figure still in the store, in the package that's broken, or shipped to me broken.
Yeah.
Or you take it out of the package like you did with your He-Man figure, and soon as you touched it, it broke.
Yeah, it snapped right in the middle.
Yeah.
And then somebody says sends a comment on that video that says, "Well, I guess you didn't grow up in the '80s. There's this thing called crazy glue." I'm not going to take crazy glue to a 16 millimeter peg that snapped. 16 millimeters in the center of that thing that snapped because it was so tight that it won't even reconnect, and crazy glue it for a figure that's almost $300. I shouldn't have to do that.
You shouldn't have to do that for a figure that's $5.
No, you shouldn't have to. You know, that's poor quality control, and it's the third time Mondo had a botch up with in a row with Masters figures. That was just the worst example. It happened to more people than anyone else because they changed the quality of their plastic. So, you know, there's always that person. Oh, Gilgamesh is saying hi.
Yeah. Trey says that happens all the time. It just breaks
out of the package,
and it makes no sense. Deep Space Nine was good. I got bored with
Voyager really fast. Yeah. Deep Space Nine was better than Voyager, and I liked Enterprise. Some people didn't care for Enterprise. I liked Enterprise because Enterprise was kind of like they knew it was going to be the last of the shows, and so it explains a lot of things because it takes place before the first Star Trek. It's a prequel to the whole series. And hey, Kaiser, how you doing? It explains a lot of things that people have had questions about for decades with Star Trek that were never answered. Like, how come the Klingons in the original Star Trek look like they're from the Middle East or something? And then the Klingons in the new series, they get these big bony foreheads and hair all over the place. And what happened? And the best you could get for an answer was in one episode of Deep Space Nine. Somebody said that to Worf, and Worf said that is not something we talk about.
Oh.
But in Enterprise they explained it. And there was several other things that tied things together that took place in various parts of Star Trek that you're like, okay, now I get it. So I appreciated that effort in that series.
Oh, okay.
Gilgamesh got Black Friday stuff.
Okay, what did you get?
He fell into the trap.
And Kaiser says that there's a lot of Jurassic Park dinosaurs on the pegs.
Yeah.
We see a lot when we do go out in Walmart and stuff. And Enterprise was amazing.
Hank liked Enterprise. And it's the only Star Trek that had an actual theme song.
Oh, it had a song
they
instead
sang
of just music.
Correct. Yeah, instead of just music, they actually sang. There was a song that tells the story.
NECA's Black Friday sale. It's just the privilege to pre-order.
No discounts at all. That's fantastic.
Well, what kind of sale is that?
It's not a sale. It's an oak.
Not a sale.
Okie-doke is what that is. That's pulling the rug out. Here, buy our cheap crap.
It's not cheap. Buy our expensive stuff that's gonna break on you. It will
still break
as soon as you take it out of the package. Yeah, so how can you call that a break? I mean, just put it out whenever, because it's not a deal. It's not a sale.
They're giving you an opportunity to order it before anyone else. So if you're
before anyone else?
If you're an influencer, you can unbox it before everybody, and then you can get 1 million views.
I'm surprised at the longevity Jurassic Park has had on the market. That movie came out before I was born.
The original movie, the CGI doesn't hold up too bad. The original film.
It was CGI?
The dinosaurs were CGI, obviously. And that was in the early stages of CGI, back when Terminator 2 was a big breakthrough CGI film. Although, to their credit, the only thing they CGI'd was the T-1000.
That's when the guy turned to liquid.
Yes. He would turn into silver liquid and transform into someone else. Everything else that was legitimate stunts. When they blew the building up, they actually blew up an office building,
But that looked better than the CGI.
Oh, yeah. The CGI doesn't look right.
No, I mean, how many shows do we watch and they blow stuff up? And you can see, like, the fire doesn't even lay over what it's supposed to be burning.
Or digital squibs. That's real bad. They still haven't figured that out.
We watched a movie, when was it, yesterday? And the guy got shot like 50 times. And it was no blood splattered on the wall. He was up against a wall and they shot him. But it was no blood splatter. And it's like...
They still haven't figured it out. Or it's like a puff of like red smoke when they shoot him. As opposed to like if you watch RoboCop and somebody gets shot and it looks like they actually blew up. I think they swallowed TNT or something. Some stuff they just it still doesn't feel right. They went so far with it in that film that they actually hired twins to do certain scenes, like the security guard when he turns around and sees himself. That's actually his twin brother in that movie, because they didn't want to screw around with the effects at all if they could help it. Or the woman who played Sarah Connor has an actual twin sister.
Oh, yeah?
So when the T-1000 made itself look like her, it was her sister in the movie. Went back when people made an effort.
Yeah, they don't make efforts no more.
Yeah, Munin says NECA is another weird company. He found the gargoyle figures on clearance at Walmart. All the heads were broken off inside the packages. That's why they're still at Walmart.
I don't understand. I mean, how bad is your product that is falling apart in the package? Now, I know you got some stuff from the 60s and the 70s, and the most that'll happen is that the plastic turns another color, turns gray or green. That's about the most you get. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes a leg will fall off, but it falls out of the joint. It doesn't break.
If it falls
out of the joint.
If it's something that falls apart, it was something that's made to be cheap in the first place, like my Durham figures. They're junk.
Yeah, but still, they were made in the 60s and 70s.
True.
Not last week.
And it's funny because I was going to say the sculpts on the NECA figures for the gargoyles look really good,
Right.
but the Kenner gargoyles, you can beat those to death and they're fine. The original gargoyles from the cartoon from the 90s, they're perfect. You know, you can pound them all day. They were made to be played with. Hank has a movie recommendation.
Yeah, I'm writing it down
as we shift along here.
Yeah.
I was talking to Hank.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, it's a shame that there's no. And where's your pride? Yeah. Where's your pride as a company? You want people to keep coming back. You know, not get to a point where they're sick of you and they don't want to like bother anymore.
And then they give you bad reviews. You don't get good word of mouth, but people don't care about word of mouth anymore.
No, you have to actually talk to people to get word of mouth. Gilgamesh says a few of the 80s Transformers suffer from gold plastic syndrome and would just decompose. That's all I can think of from older figures. Yeah. And you know, if we've made the example, I know LPH has made the example several times. I mean, I've got tons of stuff back here, including loose, you can't see it. You might could. Right there. Those are 60s and 70s G.I. Joes. And they're unrestored. And they're still fully functional.
They still work.
Even their clothing, the snaps and everything on their clothes still work.
You know? Pull a string and they still
talk. You know, but you try getting that today. You try getting that today, the crap will fall apart on you.
They wouldn't try to put no pull string on nothing today.
No, and if they did, it would still be digital. You know, you'd pull the string and it would be connected to some battery box or something like that. They wouldn't do an actual because inside the pull string talkers is like a little mini record player.
Oh yeah,
literally, it's like there's a disc and it has a needle. And the needle is connected to a magnet on the bottom part of like a speaker disc, a little tiny speaker disc. Because you know, like if you just turn the record player, you can kind of hear it. But since the disc is right against the needle, that's the sound.
Oh,
that's how that works. And you pull the string, and the string has actually red notches on them. And I think Mattel and Hasbro both did this. And you stop at a certain notch to select a phrase.
Oh.
And you know, over time, if you do it too much, you know, that string might the spring that winds it back might jam, or the string might skip and get stuck. But it's something that can be repaired.
Yeah, I know you've repaired.
I fixed a couple. And it was really just as simple as resetting the position of the string. It slipped out of the track and got stuck somewhere, got hung up. Is usually what that is. But the fact that they could do that and it would still work like decades later, you know, all those Chatter Chums in the boxes right there, the Mattel Chatter Chums, that's these right here. Oh, they're all pull string talkers. They still work. I could pick any one of those out and pull the string and you'll hear it. You know, that's craftsmanship. And that's an inexpensive toy from back in the 70s and 80s.
Speaking of Transformers, I don't see a whole lot of merchandise.
Oh, it's out there. They're still making it. You know, I just don't show it that often. I show Transformers occasionally.
I think he's talking about it in the store.
Oh, in the store? I don't. Well, we wouldn't know because we haven't looked in the aisles for a while.
No, we haven't looked because again, it's like, well, what's the point? It ain't really nothing in there we want. Sometimes you just go kind of walk up and down the aisle. I will look see if any new Jada Metals.
Just out of curiosity.
But to like look and say, yeah, I'm actually looking for something or I intend to buy something, we don't look like that. Just kind of walk down the aisle and not really pay attention.
Yeah.
Just out of habit, I think, because you're used to going down the toy aisle, so you always walk where the NECA stuff is, like their little adult section. Then you move over to the other section. And I think we do it more out of habit than into actually buying something.
It doesn't have the appeal that it once did.
Yeah, it seemed like a few years ago, you felt like, okay, I'm gonna go look and see what they have, and maybe I'll buy something. But now it's like, I don't really want them. Vintage toys last longer than modern toys because they were simply better made. That's true. The companies took pride in the quality of their product back then. And because they knew they were going to get letters from the kids, they were going to get letters from parents, and they actually cared about what people thought and what people said. Nowadays, they just make fun of you and they make YouTube videos. The companies do. Do you guys? Good to see you guys.
Oh,
Happy
just to
holidays.
say what
Thank
is here.
you.
And Donovan wants to know if I have any Ben Cooper Halloween costumes. No, I do not have any Ben Cooper Halloween costumes. That is something that I have thought about, though.
Oh, purchasing a few?
Yeah, a few original costumes of certain things. Just be kind of cool and nostalgic, because I remember that. I did not go trick or treating when I was a kid.
You went once.
Yeah, that was an okie doke. That
was a sad story.
That's actually a really sad story, because she did that on purpose to frustrate me and didn't think I would go. Is what that was. I was not allowed to go trick or treating when I was a kid because I was stupid and I would eat an apple with a razor or something or whatever garbage she came up with to give me an excuse not to go. And the one time that she said, "Oh, I've never kept you from going trick or treating. You can go tonight if you want to." And Halloween had been canceled in Boston that year because it was like 12 degrees outside and a blizzard or something. And I went anyway. I just said, fine. And I went out, no costume or nothing, with a paper bag that soaked through, and tried.
Chance has a King Kong Ben Cooper.
Yeah.
King Kong. And toy hunting is just part of my regular shopping now. I go once a week for both. Used to. I'd go toy hunting just to look for toys a few times a week. Just not as exciting now. Yeah.
It's and the industry has really kind of ruined it, I think, for people. You either can't find what you're looking for, or you jump on it and then it turns out to be cheaper.
If you waited a while.
Except for select things, most of this stuff is dying aftermarket. Which there's always the speculation that at some point in the future it might be worth something, but 30 years down the line, who knows?
I know.
And odds are, most of the time, what people will be interested in more so are the original versions of everything. You know what I mean? Like when 50 years from now, if people are still interested in Star Wars, do you think they're going to want Black Series, or do you think they're going to want the original Kenner stuff? You know what I mean? Everybody always defaults back to the original versions. And Nostalgic wants to know what shows are we attending before year's end. There's only 2 more coming up, right? And that's the Conyers Toy Show on December 3rd, and the Retro Toy Swap on December 2nd. And we should be at both of them.
Yeah, should be. That's actually next weekend.
Yeah.
Prayerfully everything goes well, because like we said, it has some family stuff going on. So hopefully, things go well.
Yes.
We'll do our best to try to make it. What do you want for Christmas? I don't know.
She wants the cat's lair.
No, I don't. Don't be telling us.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. And I don't think about it. I mean,
I don't worry about it too much myself.
I mean, because I just kind of get stuff along the way. I'll buy something here, buy something there. But to say I got like something really in mind, no.
No, we don't do the Christmas list thing.
No, we don't do that. I mean, I kind of look to see what David don't have and try to get him or listen out for his little hits that he drops.
I don't have hits.
And do something like that. But no, I don't ever really think about it to write it down and say, oh, I would like to have that for Christmas. Because, if I think about it, I'll look it up and then kind of try to get it.
Yeah.
And I don't tell David, ooh, I wish I had this. I don't do all that.
No, I don't do that either. She's picking on me.
Yeah, David doesn't do that.
No, because it's like a dropping. It's, it would be great. Oh, never mind. No, none of that. I'm well beyond like the Christmas list age. I'm not like I knew a couple of people that were like that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
met people. It
And
was
they were in their 30s, and they're making lists, and they're like, they get like a 2-3 page list each, and it's like there were a couple,
yeah.
and giving it to the children in the family. Yeah, you can pick something from this. Excuse me, you're giving extensive Christmas lists to children?
Where they gonna
Shouldn't that
get the
be
money from?
shouldn't that be the other way around? Or I don't know. I've never been big on that sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have anything in mind. I'm not expecting anything.
Some nice classic rock records.
Yeah.
Don't have to be new. Can have a scratch on.
I wanted to. We couldn't make it. Wanted to go to the last
Oh man,
record
I
swap.
really wanted to go to that record show.
Yeah, and it was between that and the Atlanta Comic Convention. We had to pick. Although the Atlanta Comic Convention, it was some good picking. We found a lot of really great stuff for a great price.
We did.
But I'd like to look for some more psych pop at the.
Oh, we saw a video last night.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, I don't know, I just happened up on his channel, and he was showing some like psych pop. That's what he called it, right?
Psych pop, psychedelic era 60s.
60s,
rock.
70s, because he showed a couple that was from 72.
Yes.
And then he played like clips of songs from each record. I don't know how many records he showed, probably 10 to 15 records. And then he played a clip from each one. And man, they all sound really good. We had to write the names down.
Yeah.
Because they sound really
stuff you
good.
you rarely hear while everybody's like scrambling for the next new great album.
Yeah.
And it's like, this stuff for lifetime.
I know. Yeah. And I like looking at channels like that. I like looking at comic book channels, toy channels, and the record channels, especially with the record if they play a piece, because
which is risky on YouTube.
Yeah,
honestly,
because you're not going to get monetized.
Not only that, but there are certain things where they will block you completely.
Yeah, because they do that to me sometimes. But this guy was able to play some, so then you get to hear stuff that you didn't know about. And the same with like comic books, somebody might show some comics, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that existed. So you can write it down. Or you forgot
about it.
Yeah. And then the same with toy channels, somebody might show something that you didn't know about. So it's always good if you got an interest to try to find those channels and watch it and see, just to see what else is out there. Not to like criticize somebody, but just seeing what's out there. Gilgamesh is doing more kit bashing now. He buys out clearance stuff and see what he can put together and create. Oh, that's cool. I know some people that do that. I've never done that.
David Alexander does that.
Yeah, he does that a lot. Since I predominantly collect Japanese import, my toy hunting consists mainly online. I got to where my toy hunting consists of mainly online because I get tired of going to the store and just not finding it.
And Hank wants to know if we saw the trailer for Napoleon.
Yeah.
Well, we saw the commercial,
Yeah, we did. It looks good. I like Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's a good actor, and he's had some good roles, and he looks good in that movie. I didn't watch it, but I saw somebody did a review and put it out today and say that it wasn't that good.
Usually, though, the one thing that throws me about their selection of Joaquin Phoenix is whenever it's something that's predominantly European in nature, since of course Napoleon is obviously French.
Yeah.
They would select at least a European actor so that there would be an accent, and he does not have one. Donovan says he got me
time. I like Joaquin Phoenix, so I've seen a bunch of his movies. I think he got good range and that he does really good. I want to see it if it comes out on Amazon Prime or something free that we got.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on like Paramount or something we don't have. But yeah, I saw it, and it is something. Now
then I can nitpick the piss out of it if it's not accurate, because I have actually read a full autobiography, or not auto, but a full biography on him, like back in the day. They're like, that didn't happen, or that doesn't make any sense, or that's not who he spoke to. Because when you do a historical film, it's easy to tear them apart. You got people that are so in depth with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw one guy actually, and I think it was about, was it Dances with Wolves? I'm trying to remember. There's some movie from that period, for a Western film,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy had a Granny Smith apple.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Granny Smith. And the guy who was doing the review, he was like, they didn't have in that time period.
Oh my God.
You know, that's a recent breed. And I'm like, now that's really slicing it thin. I thought I was bad.
David is pretty bad
That's
when
right.
it comes to now. I get like that when I see military uniforms.
There you go. Oh, the pins are in the wrong place. The stripes upside down.
Yeah,
Name tags in the wrong
it's
place.
buttoned up wrong. They
Yeah,
roll the sleeves wrong.
that's right. Because she did that the other day. She was like,
Oh.
"That's not how. That's not how they roll the sleeves in the Army. That's how they do it in the Marine Corps. They've got the sleeves rolled incorrectly." There you go. But I mean, if you're going to be doing a film, I mean, that's what the director is for. You're supposed to watch out for that kind of stuff and be on it.
Well, when they do like major films,
Mhm.
I've heard like, especially military, they will get a military expert
Yeah.
to come in to do the uniforms, or like if it's something like they're spending a lot of money on is major, they'll get an expert in that field to try to help get it as accurate as they can. I've heard they do that. But but I like the cheesy films where it only costs like $10,000 to make, so they're not doing it. They went down to the Army surplus, bought some uniforms, and just put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Wouldn't be that hard, or if somebody does know, just listen to them, like in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket, Gunner.
Yeah,
Gunny.
he was a real Marine.
He was like, well, you know, this ain't right. Just let me do my thing, and they just kind of let him do whatever, and look at the results, and that's what everybody remembers from that film now.
And that man got an acting career out of it.
More than anything, because they were like, damn, that is a drill sergeant. That is exactly what they do.
But wasn't he a real drill sergeant? I think he was a real drill sergeant.
I think he was.
Yeah. But I mean, the first part of the movie was the best. When they actually went to Vietnam, was like, okay, whatever. I like the part in basic training.
He is hilarious, though.
He is.
And you're laughing, and he's being mean, and you can imagine how frustrated or even scared you'd be in that situation with him screaming in your face or whatever. But to watch it, it's hilarious.
Yeah, but he got an acting career out of that.
Yeah, he did.
Nothing else major, but he's been around a lot. I saw him in something yesterday. I was watching a movie. He was in it playing a military person. He's usually a military person or a cop.
Yeah, that was the niche.
Yeah.
That he fell into.
K Munins learned a lot about comics watching this channel, like Comic Collector Geek.
Who, from us?
Yeah.
Nothing later than 90s. That's how it is for most people now, unless they just collect covers.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh wants to know if we're going to look at Christmas lights. He said he might go to the Botanical Gardens in Athens.
I don't think we're going to look at no Christmas lights. Nobody around in our little subdivision put up Christmas stuff. I know they didn't last year. We even commented on that, just driving through the neighborhood.
Fewer and fewer people are interested.
Yeah, they're not doing that as much. Now, this year, I have seen people putting up lights. And it started a couple of weeks ago, before Thanksgiving even came. So maybe this year it might be a little different. But last year, I remember noticing that hardly nobody had lights up. No Christmas decorations. I don't know if it's just our little neighborhood and everybody's like, whatever. But I laughed so hard the first time I saw Just Hunting. Yeah.
Says Hank. Yeah, it is hilarious.
It is.
And then, I grew up in Boston again, and the Boston Commons, they put a lot of lights up down there. I don't know if they still do, because I haven't been to Boston forever, but they put up a lot of lights. And then the Macy's would they have a whole floor
Yeah.
dedicated to Christmas display
Oh.
with a Santa at the end, and
Mhm.
it's like a maze you go through, like back and forth until
Mhm.
you come out, and it's all animatronics
Oh wow.
that are left over from like the turn of the last century
I bet you that's fun.
that they still use, and they set up the displays so it's like this. It's you're in the North Pole,
Mhm.
and you walk through, and here's elves, and they're building toys, and the elves are like this, and they got a hammer, and they're doing like whatever because they're machines.
Mhm.
And teddy bears are in the next one, and they're doing something, and then the next one you got bunnies decorating a tree, and they're all like life size.
Yeah.
So it was that was really interesting. I don't know if they still do that,
Mm.
because I imagine that even back when I saw it in the '80s or whatever, it must have been hard to maintain them as old as they are. But that'd be nice if they still did it. It'd be interesting.
I haven't went out to look at lights for a long time. I remember some years back they do a big display at Stone Mountain during the Christmas, and I saw it then. They because I used to go there during the day, and they had like these trucks and stuff just kind of parked, and they weren't normally there. And I'm like, why they got these like dump trucks and pickup trucks and other stuff like that? And then I actually went one night and it had lights on it. And because everything around it was dark and they had this big tree that they made, it looked like toys under the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's what you was going for. But
Yeah.
during the day, it looked stupid. But at night, it looked really good because you couldn't see the truck no more. You could see the lights and they had it like around, so it looked like a light from a truck. It looked good.
Okay.
But
I've
I
never
don't.
seen it.
Yeah, but we've never been out to see Christmas lights.
And then when I was in Topeka,
Mhm.
the park down there, the one where the carousel is.
Yeah.
They have an original carousel in things like 150 years old set up
Mhm.
down there, and they decorate that whole park out. You drive through.
Oh, okay.
You do it. You observe it from your car, and I did that once. But that was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. We don't do Christmas like all that anyway.
Mm-mm.
I'm not putting up a tree.
No, we ain't putting up no
all
trees.
the
We're not putting
rigmarole.
up lights and doing all that. It's like.
So we're like the Addams Family on Christmas. If you saw, I think it was the first film, the one with Raul Julia as Gomez.
Uh-huh.
When they did one of the few times that a movie adaptation of a TV show didn't look like total shit. It was the Addams Family, because they did a good job on it. It was actually pretty funny.
Okay.
And there were Christmas carolers at the front door, and then you pan up, and they're up on the balcony, dumping a pot on them.
Oh no! Pot of what? Hot water?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my
Splash. That's how you handle carolers. Otherwise, they ain't gonna go away.
They go away. They sing their song and they move on.
They want their wassail, and you don't have any because most people don't even.
What the heck is a wassail?
Their wassail. It's an alcoholic drink.
Thor. Hey, Thor.
Yeah. Post Thanksgiving from Thor Anacosta. He says, "Nice to listen to a channel that isn't full of drama and yeah, I know." Oh, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. The drama, all of these, because you not only in the toy collecting community, but also in the comic community. No. There are a lot of. I'm not going to name anybody.
No.
There's a lot of channels feuding with each other and insulting each other and calling each other out. And I was like, golly, can't you just do the hobby? Can't you just do the hobby?
I don't know. I don't like that kind of stuff. I stay clear of it. I don't follow the drama and all of that. We don't get into it because we don't know. So, but even if we know, it's like whatever.
Well, I got to call out pick some channel, call them out directly and insult them, and then wait for them to insult me, and I guess that boosts your views.
I guess.
Is that the idea?
I mean,
it's because people. I got to tell you though, they love that drama. People love that drama. They love that reality TV feel. And by the way, reality TV is all fake. But
nobody's life is that drama filled. Nobody. Even the Kardashians' life is not that drama filled. It's not every second of your life something's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, think about your own life. How much of it, if you think about in a month, something is going on that's noteworthy or even camera worthy.
Not 10 times a day?
No.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, Gilgamesh went to his parents' house. They have a whole Winter Wonderland already. He's already been on the roof twice this month putting lights up.
Yeah, Gilgamesh's last name is Griswold. That's what it is.
Now that movie is only a handful of Christmas movies I like. Christmas Vacation. Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Sure. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's the only one, I think.
The original Miracle on 42nd Street.
The
black and white version is.
I thought it was 34.
34th Street? Okay, 34th
I never saw it.
Well, there's two of them.
And I like A Christmas Carol. And every year, well, not every year, but the last couple of years we've watched it.
There's different versions.
Yeah.
The two that I think are really good are the one with George C. Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And the one with Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
Is surprisingly good.
And Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Okay, I'll give
it was another one we saw, not George C. Scott. But we watch a couple. We find as many as we can.
Yeah.
And we'll watch one a week. And we do the same thing with Legend of Sleepy Hollow during the month of Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll watch a different version of it. Once a week. This year we watched 4 or 5 of them. And then during Christmas time, we watch A Christmas Carol. We do that. And then we'll watch Snoopy, his Christmas show.
Yeah, well, the Peanuts are always good. The Peanuts are some of the best of the old television specials.
Yeah.
And they get a bad rap because it's bullying. But the point is, of course, if you ask anyone who is familiar with the Peanuts, who do they identify with?
Charlie Brown.
A lot of people say Charlie Brown, and that's because we've all been through that stuff.
Yeah.
We've all been through that, and he doesn't quit, and that's really the point. And if he does get low, he finds out who his friends truly are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And usually it's like someone like Linus who says, "Hey, Charlie Brown, look at it like this," and then he's like, "You know what? I'm going to try again." It's about him not giving up, and that's what's being missed when people say, "Hey, it's about bullying." Oh,
that's because they're weak and a milquetoast. We used to have Santa's Enchanted Forest around me. It started to look really run down during the last few years.
Well, when we were living in Illinois, there's still an original Santa's Village there that's still in operation. And that was kind of cool.
Oh, Candyland House in my town on Facebook. Okay.
Sure. And William says, save the drama for your mama because your papa don't care. You're not all that and a bag of chips. You need to drop that 0 and get yourself a hero.
What the heck was that?
That was my 90s flashback because that's where that drama for your mama crap comes from. Who knows where that drop that 0 and get yourself a hero comes from? Let's see who the true nostalgia buffs are. Where does that phrasing come from? Gilgamesh says, you talk about drama. I was on one guy's channel watching his live stream. He got his chat to go into another guy's live stream to insult him in his chat. I stopped watching his videos after that. Wow.
Golly.
What's the point? And Munin says, why do they need to be drama in toy collecting? People's lives must be really boring. And again, we try to, and every once in a while, something comes up, a question might get asked, and you go down a little bit of a socio-political road for a heartbeat, but then you get off of it because this should be a sanctuary from all of that.
Yeah.
And that drama has found its way into almost everything. And sometimes you need a break.
Yeah, it's in the toy collecting. It's heavy in comic book. Oh,
yeah, it's
God.
crazy.
in the comic book, it seemed like it's way worse than in toy collecting.
Yeah, it
Because
looks that way anyway.
yeah, we saw a couple of channels in the toy collecting community, and they had a little back and forth, and I'm like, we're not even watching these channels no more because this is stupid. We all old, we all over 40, and y'all doing this like you 10.
Yeah, it's like it's junior high school.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
It's like, oh, Billy stole my ball. Whatever. And then you go to the comic book, and again, you got people, they're all over 40 in the comic book community. Sometimes they're older than that. And it's still drama.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
It's like, nobody got time for that.
William found tabletop blow mold decorations at Walmart. Those are classic. Some of those original ones, especially if they're from like as far back as the 50s or 60s, they're going for pretty decent money now.
Didn't he? Oh no, he didn't do the Christmas Vacation last year. That was Super 7 did the Christmas Vacation.
And NEC has done it. But McFarlane showed off Christmas Vacation figure today. It's a statuette though. It's not an action figure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks nothing like Chevy Chase.
Oh.
Big surprise. But yeah, that was a good one. I think I have not seen the latest, the newest of the National Lampoon Vacation films.
They have a new one?
They had a newer one with the kids grown up.
I think I do remember that. Yeah, I never saw it.
I never saw that, but of the original ones, I think they're all pretty good except the European Vacation. European Vacation one I thought was really badly done.
I like the one when they went to Wally World and they drove across country and the grandma died, or Aunt Agnes or whatever that was died, and tied her to the roof. That was good.
It's raining. Well, to be fair, it's not like she can feel it anymore.
And they got all the way to Wally World, and Wally World was closed.
It's closed. That's how it's done.
That was good. That was a good one. And the second one was what? They went to Vegas?
No, the second one was the European one.
Okay, so the third one was when they went to Vegas.
Yeah, I think it was Vegas and then Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And then they kept changing out the kids.
Yeah, the kids
I never
always changed.
That.
The kids were always swapped out, but the parents stayed the same. Parents stayed the same.
I guess they wanted the kids to stay the same age.
I guess. That would have been a great Easter egg in the new film, is to bring them all back and just swap them in different sections where suddenly it's a different brother and sister as adults. And then, that would have been the people watching in the audience would have been like, hey, I get it.
Yeah.
One of those moments.
You start with the first one. Yeah. And then you end up with the last one. Yeah, that would be cool. If they thought to do it. We don't know. They probably did. Who knows?
I don't know because I didn't see it. But that's what I would have liked to have tried if I was a child. And then you can have like, Griswold can act, or Clark can act confused for a second sometimes, like after he talks to Russ. You know
what they did that on? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they changed out Aunt Viv.
Something seems different about you. Did you change your hair?
Aunt Vivian. Yeah, they changed her out. It was like, aren't you different? What's the different about you? Yeah, they did that with that one.
Yeah, that might have been an interesting little nod in that version, but like I said, I never saw that. Never saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Sorry, the quality didn't seem to be that great. I'm gonna have to figure that out for the next time because we try to do the best we can with this.
We want to give y'all good videos and products. I know, right? Products. Good quality videos.
Produce my own action figures. William says, a lady at work gave him a box of 101 comics the other day, mostly bronze.
Wow.
A decent copy of Batman, Rogues Gallery, a reprint of Hulk with the first appearance of Wolverine.
Wow, that's nice. I saw a Wolverine cover today on a channel that I watch. And it was Wolverine, and he was on fire. He looked like Ghost Rider. I can't remember the number. It was a modern one though. Wolverine Hellverine. That was the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but boy, that was a nice cover. And the guy even said he gave it a read and it was okay, but the cover was so nice. And I was like, man, I'll get that cover because I like the Ghost Rider cover.
Well, they're selling covers now because a lot of the stories are bad, and then the interior art doesn't even match the covers on a lot of them. So it's like, ugh, what the hell?
Oh yeah, somebody else mentioned that it's going to be another
one. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't see the last one. And Hank says instead of buying collectibles, he treated himself to a new exhaust system on the Chevy Silverado. There you go. And what?
I'm trying to get to it.
Yeah, but, see, doesn't want to do right. Came Unit is saying excellent live stream, but we try. I mean, and like I said, there's I guess some connectivity issues where it's not pixelating properly.
Yeah,
and we appreciate we regret that because we try and I'm going to see if I can hardline it through into the office. I'll just get if I can get a really long RJ45 cable.
You're gonna have to get two and then get a thing,
a splicer. Yeah, I'm sure they make it long enough.
50 feet.
Yeah, and I'll figure it out so that the next time we go live we can do a little bit better. Yeah, but yeah, we probably should go ahead and get wrapped up.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody who's able to join us this evening. Spend a little time with us. I know this is impromptu as we just jumped out here.
Yeah, and
we'll try to. Let's see. Stone Sour says a wired fiber connection should fix it right up. And then what William says it's okay. It gives the stream a vintage vibe. Oh no. Well, anyway, thank you all again, and we'll try to get that resolved and do this again soon.